receiving in that game on 2 catches. Roberto Aguayo kicks off. Miles Willis will run this one back since he started at the 5. Here he goes. One man can't catch him. And he did. LaMarcus Joyner saved it. On just 30. Reddick comes out, zings one to Alex Amadon, but he has nowhere to run. Ran right into Terrence Brooks. Ace Reddick. 7 out of 8 in the first half. They set up a screen to Amadon, and he got the yard back on 3rd down and 10. Quick pass to Miles Willis, and he's chopped down in the open field. Big break for Boston College. They go back to Andre Williams, and he runs right into Dan Hicks. He's 7. They've started to stuff him with regularity. Ready to fake a throw. Corner of the end zone. Too far from the 14-yard line. Redding inside handoff to Williams. And he's down at the 6. Ran 24 yards. This is from 24 again. And it is good. It's doubled your knowledge of NASCAR. Nate Freese kicks off. His field goal ended a stretch of 21 unanswered points. Of course, after he threw his only interception in there against Nevada, he completed 13 passes in a row. And he's on target with that one. Kenny Shaw against early, rushed 5 regularly with success. They come after him here. Winston trying to run away. Just did get it off, and it's incomplete. It hit Kelvin Benjamin.
Though, too. And again, things happen away from the ball.
Winston throwing a deep ball. Too deep for. Okay, well, let's go back and overturn holding penalties and that sort of thing, but it doesn't make any sense. Winston got it off, and it's caught by Benjamin with Bryce.
Difference maker.
A huge 3rd down conversion. Back to the run with Devontae Freeman. But very little run. 2nd and 5. They're in, for the very least, field goal range. Good cut by Wilder. And I think you're starting to 283-pound defensive end. Winston, again, they bring more rushers. He dumps it off in the flat. Abrams slid across the boundary over there. On Chad Abrams as well. Freeman trying to get around the corner. He has a first down at the 10.
Didn't work.
1st and goal. Winston off the fake. Throws to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Rashad Green.
Exactly what Winston did, hitting Green in stride, only where he can get it, because it's not bad coverage, but when you're on target, that's what happened.
College football history. That play at the end of the half when Florida State scored today had many thinking back to that Hail Mary play. David Dudek, popular school, very difficult school to get into. Must be a very bright young person to get into BC. Was that a little slap at my hometown here? Andre Williams. 1st down. DeMarcus Joyner.
Andre Williams, one cut and done downhill.
Here's Amadon on the end around. Gets yanked down by Terrence Brooks.
Running fresh bodies out there.
And BC has very little depth. Williams ahead for about a yard.
The more game reps they get, the better they will get.
3rd down and 6. Reddick with plenty of time, and it's incomplete. Short. Fair catch made at the 40. The talent level very quickly. Jameis Winston starts in the gun. Throws to Benjamin. Wasn't.
You have to go out and you have to take it.
Quick swing to Kenny Shaw, and he's out of bounds close to FBC on the ropes trying to knock him out with what's been their best stuff today. James Wilder to the 40. Back now. This moved over from safety a couple of weeks ago, and all he's done is average more than 11 yards per carry. They faked it to hit. He takes off running. Has the 1st down.
And able to have guys hanging on your legs to throw darts like that.
Well, at the very least, he needs to be on the list of candidates. He locks it up, intended for Carlos Williams. The 16-yard line. Carlos Williams again, the running back. Powerful runner. He was a defensive.
Encourages one decision one way or another.
Carlos Williams Game followed up with 83 last week and a couple scores against Bethune-Cookman. He's down to the goal line. They do follow Abram. Williams to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. Possessions for the Noles. Aguayo kicks off. Miles Willis throwing back 71 yards. The opening kickoff of the second.
Pace to break 1,000 yards for the Badgers.
Chase Reddick out throwing. Far sideline. Miles Willis up the boundary.
Game last year, but they know who they are, Sean. They're going to punch you in the mouth, and that's what they do.
Willis.
He was at Florida.
And he's made his assistant coaches, as Ryan Day, the offensive coordinator, said, a little uncomfortable with his intensity. He doesn't want anybody to be comfortable. He comes. 2nd and 10. Reddick. Whoa. Late hit out of bounds. Christian Jones is going to be flagged.
About it.
Play action pass for Chase Reddick. Has a man wide open. It is caught. Miles Willis inside the 5. Touchdown, Boston College.
And hanging in there and fighting, making a play, no matter what the score.
Nate Freeze. Hermit Whitfield runs it out from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 17. That decision. Several plays alive with his strength, fending off tacklers. Going deep and has a man behind the defense. Benjamin across midfield. Pulled down by C.J.
Outside.
Benjamin has had catches of 38, 24, now 41. Winston puts some touch on it. Over the hip. Monte Freeman is the running back. Nowhere to run. Dropped for about a 2-yard loss. They rush 4. Winston takes off running. Gets a block and has the first down and much more. To give him a key block at the end of the run. He got 20 on 3rd and 13. Now Freeman slicing and running over defenders inside the 10.
Because they have a host of guys waiting to carry the ball behind you.
1st and goal. And a nice tackle in the open field. They're at the Boston College 12-yard line. 2nd and goal. Winston a little bit too high for Nick O'Leary. I really wish you had said that. 3rd and goal. Only a 3-man rush. Winston crossed the line of scrimmage. And Kais gets him on the ground. Kick is good. Talk about Jack Nicklaus. That's a gimme. Made to start a career. Derek Schmidt made the first 29 back in 1984. 22 PATs, 7 field goals. Dave Dudak pulled down at the 16-yard. Requires other guys getting open. That pass is deflected at the line and it falls incomplete. 16 now for 119 yards. There's to jam it over the middle in the direction of Amadon. And now they haven't converted on 3rd or 8 and longer. Reddick throws intercepted behind Amadon and picked off by P.J. Williams, who is going to score. Touchdown, Florida State.
Not even looking for any other player. Amadon is not open. P.J. Williams is playing the route. Amadon's not expecting the football. Can't get open. It's a good pass just to the wrong guy. And P.J. Williams using his feet and athletic ability to get a moment he'll remember for the rest of his.
2 miles from downtown Boston. Florida State, after the first interception of P.J. Williams' career and the return for the score, now leads by 21. Miles Willis. For the defense is the way it did adjust and finally shut down the running game after Andre Williams did a lot of what he just did there. Miles Willis has the first down. And one of the benefits of this, a lot of people wondered if that offense would continue to roll once Chip Kelly went to the Philadelphia Eagles. Boy, has it. Reddick is sacked. Back. Reddick to Amadon. They'd worked hard after the catch. Laboratory. Something different every day. They might line up as a run and shoot team one week and a wing tee team the next. Reddick Looking like Jameis Winston there as he stayed on it. Williams bounces outside. That's 3 100-yard games for Williams in the 4 BC's played this year. He was stifled by USC last week. Another throwback to an open receiver, C.J. Parsons. Touchdown, his second of the game. 38, and they'll get the ball back. Steve Adazio likes to kick it deep. High formation now behind Jameis Winston. Trying to run some time. They give it to Carlos Williams. Winston pulls it down. Well, watch ESPN. Carlos Williams stood up. Shannon, of course, big part of our NASCAR coverage throughout the years. Winston, great spin move to get away. Buying time. Now pulls it down and runs again. See, his 31st career start. Winston swings it out for James Wilder. Pulled down near sideline by a lot of the play clock. Wilder could not get across the formation. Good penetration by Boston. One loss probably puts you out of the national championship picture. Deep throw. It is intercepted off the ricochet. Dominique Williams brings it back. Ball. The Eagles at their own 36. Reverse. Alex Amidon.
A good job of covering ground to get in the throwing lane. Benjamin.
Rettig throws again to Amidon. Be creative to find ways to get Amidon the ball. Rettig is sacked back at the 39-yard line. Desmond Holland. State. Rettig throws incomplete. That is 14. Just under 5 minutes to go. BC 3rd down and 20. Chase Rettig dumped it off short to Alex Amidon. Weaving through the defense. Eagles. 5-man rush. They move him around, and he got it off for a first down. Yep. BC's rushed for 201 yards against the 8th-ranked team in the country. Good fake by Rettig, and the pass to David. As athletically, this is a mismatch. Rettig throws incomplete. 2nd and 10. Miles Willis. Seminoles show blitz. They bring it. Rettig's in trouble and sacked. It's not their style of football, but few options. They have to spread you out, try to make a play. Rettig intercepted at the goal line by Nate Andrews, the true freshman. And a terrific return and a late hit out of bounds as well. Seminoles will just try to run out the clock on the ground with James Wilder spinning near the 50.
Their ground game going a little bit, which they will.
They rushed for 168 yards, but 74 of those from Winston. A lot of those were not designed runs. He just pulled the ball away to a 4-0 start, but they got a real battle today here in Boston. Jameis Winston throws incomplete. Stayed in Virginia, among others. Jason Beatty got it off. Fair catch made by Spiffy Evans.
Good running game, and they'll build on this, and no quit in this BC football team.
Miles Willis runs. Pulled down short of a first down. The games because they had the best quarterback in the country, and Matt Ryan. They didn't recruit anybody while he was the head coach. Dan Crimmins makes the catch.